There is a rock found in Australia that scientists discovered to be older than the Sun. This rock is not large or unusual in appearance. In fact, it is a very small crystal called zircon. It was discovered in a remote region of Western Australia known as the Jack Hills, a place famous for containing some of the oldest rocks on Earth. When scientists tested this zircon crystal, they were surprised to find that it was about 4.4 billion years old. To understand why this is surprising, it helps to compare this age to the age of the Sun. The Sun is estimated to be about 4.6 billion years old. This means that the zircon crystal formed before the Sun completed its formation. At first, this idea seems impossible, because most people assume that the Sun must have existed before anything on Earth could form. But the process of forming a solar system explains why this discovery is possible. Before the Sun existed, the entire solar system was nothing more than a huge cloud of gas and dust. This cloud is known as the solar nebula. Over millions of years, gravity caused the material in the nebula to come together. The densest part of the cloud eventually formed the Sun. While this was happening, some of the remaining dust and minerals in the cloud started to stick together and form tiny solid particles. These early minerals existed even before the Sun began shining. Over time, these minerals became part of the young Earth as it was forming. Zircon crystals are extremely durable. They can survive high temperatures, strong pressure, erosion, and many other processes that usually break down other rocks and minerals. Because zircons are so tough, they can preserve their original age for billions of years. This is why a small zircon crystal found in Australia can still carry information from long before the planet became stable. The discovery of this zircon crystal is very important to scientists. First, it shows that Earth formed a solid crust earlier than once believed. Many scientists used to think that the early Earth remained extremely hot and molten for hundreds of millions of years. But zircons this old suggest that the planet cooled faster than expected, allowing solid rock to form very early in its history. Second, these zircons contain chemical evidence that water may have existed on Earth at that time. This means oceans or at least some form of water could have appeared long before scientists previously thought. Because water is necessary for life, this raises new questions about when the first conditions for life may have started. Another interesting part of this discovery is the size of the zircon crystal. Despite being older than the Sun, the crystal is only about the size of a grain of sand. Its appearance does not show anything special. If you saw it on the ground, you would not know it carried billions of years of history. But inside that tiny grain is a record of events from the very beginning of Earth's story. This small rock teaches us that the early solar system was more complex than we once believed. It shows that pieces of material from before the Sun existed can still survive today. It also proves that Earth began forming conditions suitable for stability, water, and possibly even early biological activity much earlier than expected. In the end, the zircon crystal from the Jack Hills is more than just an old rock. It is a physical link to a time before the Sun ignited. It is a message from the earliest days of the solar system, preserved in a tiny piece of mineral that has lasted for billions of years. Its discovery reminds us of how ancient our planet is, how long its history stretches back, and how many mysteries remain hidden within the stones beneath our feet.